Good evening. So this is how it looks mounted on the lathe. A little motor here spins this thingy, and the encoder is connected to the machine spindle. So that's, well, if we look here, these two, if I turn it like so, well, I have to turn this up quite a bit so we get some. I turned it down because I'm so if I turn the lathe spindle like so, the screw down there turns that way, and if I turn it the other way, it turns that way. So this is so you can synchronize the spindle with the movement of the carriage, and it is for cutting threads, for example. Because, well, if you're making a screw, you need to cut it a little bit at a time. So you cut it once, and then you go back, and then you cut it again, and all that has to be synchronized, so you always cut in the same groove, basically, to make a thread. And the reason I did it like this is because, of course, because I wanted to learn how to. So basically, because I could do it like this. And the other main part, I say, is when I bought the lathe, this connection between the spindle and the lead screw, as it's called, is usually done with gears. And you get a big stack of gears, so you can change and, make the ratios different for whatever thread you need to cut. Mine didn't have that. It just had the machine spindle and a windshield wiper motor connected to here. Not for synchronizing them, just for, making a smooth cut. So the alternative is to make it manually, but manually isn't always so precise, so you get some variations in how nice things look if you do it manually. Unless, experts. But it's very convenient also to just, instead of setting it to threading, I'll put it to feed. And then it feeds 0.12 millimeters per revolution of the spindle. Which is, well, is it much? It's probably a bit much for this little lathe. Depending on what I'm cutting. So very excited. I have a control box for this is for controlling the motor. I only have single phase out here. Well, I actually have 3-phase here. Everybody does, but with this, I take single phase and control the frequency, so I can control the speed of the motor. Since I don't have any, gears for changing the speeds, there used to be a set here. Part of them are still in there. But since I don't have that, this is a lot more convenient. So I just bought a big-ass motor, 1.1 kilowatts. It says 1 horsepower. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So it's not finished, of course, but it's usable now. So I'll make, I ordered a nice metal box for this, which is coming at some point. And then I'll make, connectors, and I'll put this plastic, all the controls and the power supply. I have a metal electronics box here. I'll put it in there and hang it here on the side. This is supposed to be my, where I keep the trash. It's not a very big space I have, so I need every little bit of it. But yeah, first turnings of the lead screw synchronized with the spindle in many years for this one. Feels good. I'll show it a bit. So it runs like that. No, let's stop it and put it to threading. And maybe not 6 millimeters, maybe 2. Maybe that seems reasonable. Like so. And then what I do is, I don't have anything to cut at the moment, and I'm not gonna do any tonight either. Then just pull this, and it connects this, synchronized with this one. So now it's moving that way. And if I press over here to reverse the motor, slows down, goes the other way, and then it pulls the carriage the other way. Super nice. So, okie dokie, all for today. Bye bye.